US climate envoy John Kerry is on Asia visit and India will be his next stop after the UAE. Kerry will be the second top Biden administration official to visit India in just the last 1 month. During the visit, John Kerry will hold talks with Indian Environment Minister Prakash Javadekar. He is also expected to call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A spokesperson at the US Embassy in New Delhi has informed WION that Kerry will meet with representatives of the Indian government, the private sector and non-governmental organizations. The spokesperson also added that India is a crucial part of the solution to the climate crisis and that US sees India as an important partner on future of clean energy research and development. Climate has been a key priority area for the new US administration. On the first day of his office, President Biden had announced the US rejoining the Paris Climate Pact, from which former US President Donald Trump had withdrawn America. Kerry kicked off his trip last week from the United Arab Emirates. He's leading efforts to get countries to commit themselves to reduce greenhouse gas emissions to zero by about the middle of the century. The visit focuses on narrowing differences on climate change goals to slow global warming. India is the world's third biggest carbon emitter. Hence, Indian government is facing calls from the United States and Britain to commit to a net zero emissions target by the year 2050. The per capita emissions, however, in India are way lower than that of the United States, the European countries and even China. And it is concerned New Delhi is concerned that binding itself to such a target could constrain the energy needs of a developing India and the Indian people. Yet India has said it will not only stick to the Paris Accord to reduce its carbon footprint by 30 to 35% from its 2005 levels by 2030, but will likely exceed those goals as it ramps up use of renewable energy. India has its own ambitious International Solar Alliance, which aims to harness solar energy to fight climate change. Kerry took part in a climate dialogue for Middle East and North Africa hosted by Abu Dhabi on the 4th of April. Special Presidential Envoy for Climate will also travel to Dhaka, that is Bangladesh, during this trip to Asia which is taking place between the April 1st and April 9th. Now, experts believe that Bangladesh is especially vulnerable to climate change. It has a large number of people living in areas barely above sea level and lacks infrastructure to protect these people. The visit becomes even more important as Joe Biden has invited 40 world leaders, including Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for a leaders' summit on climate. The virtual summit will be held on the 22nd and the 23rd of April. The summit will reconvene the US-led Major Economies Forum on Energy and Climate, which brings together 17 countries responsible for approximately 80% of the global emissions and global GDP. Later this year, world leaders will gather for the United Nations Summit in Glasgow. The climate summit will happen in Glasgow. The summit will build on 2015 Paris Accord to halt the increase in global temperatures at levels that would avoid the worst impacts of climate change. Joining us on this broadcast is WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal. Siddhant, India is the world's third biggest CO2 emitter, behind the United States. Now, India emits about 7% of global CO2, United States about 15%, China emits about 28%. So much of the responsibility to fight the impact of climate change lies on these three countries, isn't it?
Well, the focus during the visit will be on how Washington and New Delhi can be on the same page when it comes to dealing with the climate issue. We know that the US Embassy in a statement said that how India is a critical part of fighting climate change issue. But also remember that India has been taking a number of initiatives. India has its own domestic plans. And of course, International Solar Alliance is something that India has been talking about. This is something which has drawn the attention of the world as well. Many countries have joined it. And of course, it is expected that during the various meetings, whether it's with the Indian External Affairs Minister, whether it's with the Petroleum Minister, whether it's the Climate Minister Prakash Javadekar or other minister, India is going to emphasize that at how India has been taking constructive measures dealing with the climate issue, because of course India is also going to be impacted because of this issue. But largely this visit will see how both the countries can jointly come up with plans to deal with the issue. And of course the Americans now joining the Paris Climate Accord is something that is viewed very positively here in New Delhi. And all this coming, as you pointed out, ahead of the climate summit, the virtual climate summit, and also the meeting on climate issue in Glasgow that will take place in November. UK is hosting that meeting and India has again been invited. But no issue when it comes to dealing with the climate change can be resolved unless India is on the high table. And that is what whether it's Washington, whether it's London or other global capitals are looking towards New Delhi, about how New Delhi can take measures on dealing with the climate change, and if they can help India on that front, whether it is through transfer of technology, something that has been talked about, or whether it is by joining the India-led International Solar Alliance.
Siddhant, India is the world's fifth or sixth biggest economy. In the next decade, India is supposed to or expected to move up and become one of the top three leading global economies within the next decade. And this will see the energy demand within India grow exponentially as well. Now, the executive director of the International Energy Agency had said, and I quote, India has made remarkable progress in recent years, bringing electricity connections to hundreds of millions of people, impressively scaling up the use of renewable energy, particularly solar. Could you just elaborate for our viewers what progress has India made as far as the contribution of renewable energy is concerned?
Well, when it comes to renewables, solar energy is something that has been dominating the discourse. The Indian Prime Minister has been talking about it multiple times, that how India can be the hub of solar energy. And other than that, we know that this is something that the world is looking towards India as well, that how India is slowly but surely becoming a leading powerhouse when it comes to the solar energy, making sure that low-cost solar cells can be produced here in India. And just a few months ago, there was a climate meeting. In fact, that was a meeting that was towards the end part of last year, in which the Indian Prime Minister highlighted that how India is more than fulfilling its numbers when it comes to the Paris Climate Accord. So to make sure that India is not only able to achieve that, but also exceed its commitments when it comes to Paris Climate Accord, India has been focusing on renewable energy, on solar energy. And of course, India does understand that India lies on in that part of the planet where there is a lot of solar energy, and that can be of course pointed out as well when it comes to the International Solar Alliance, because at the center of the International Solar Alliance is harnessing the power of sun, how the clean energy from the sun can be used at a time when India is a growing economy and India needs to fulfill its energy needs. And instead of focusing on resources like the oil, which of course causes pollution, focusing on solar energy is something that has become part and parcel of the Indian policy making.
Absolutely, Siddhant. Bangladesh is India's neighbor, and Bangladesh especially is very vulnerable to the impact of climate change. And no doubt, many thousands and thousands of people in the subcontinent face the risk due to climate change, and India will have to take a leading role in this fight against the impact of climate change. Siddhant Sibal, thank you so much for joining us. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.